Mr. Lily Smith. I'm 23 years old. I'm a preschool teacher and a student. I actually started off this job as a TA, and then I really liked the environment, and then just watching teachers and knowing that there was an impact on kids. I mean, as corny as it sounds, but it just made me want to be in that position to teach the kids and just be that big part of their lives. So I work with children 2 to 5, but my class is specifically full of 4 and 5-year-olds. I don't know why people say terrible 2s, because I love the 2-year-olds. The 3-year-olds just seem to be out of hand sometimes. But I mean, my favorite time is starting circle time, because that's when all my kids are here, and as hectic as it may go, but it's just fun because it's like, okay, I got this cool lesson plan, let's do this, you guys are gonna be smart, we're going to kindergarten soon, just likes to get them all hyped up, and we just feed off of each other's energy and just kind of go with the flow for the rest of the day. This is my little circle center area where the magic happens as far as learning goes. I mean, I just teach them, the days of our calendar and what day it is. And then, just kind of go over like what our curriculum is. So this month we're learning about different life cycles of things. And, it just may seem in advance for 4-year-olds and 5-year-olds to learn. But I think that, if you can't simplify something enough, then you just don't know it well enough. So, for me, it's a good way to test myself with how well I know a subject matter. So, it's pretty good so far. I actually saw a flyer of the Miss Vamp Pageant last October when I was doing that makeup for the zombie walk. And I was like really intrigued by it. I was like, Miss Vamp Pageant, I gotta check this out. It doesn't look like the same kind of pageants that I'm used to being in and like participating in. So, I just shot Nocturna a message via Facebook and, just wanted to get more information. So here I am. Yeah, I did the Miss East Oahu, the Miss Kahala pageant. They're a double title pageant, and then the Miss Oahu and the Miss Honolulu pageants. I like the part where I can actually have fun dressing up, and the fact that I do like this whole, mythical creatures kind of like genre of things. And the fact that it may or may not be true that vampires exist. It's really cool just getting into the whole theme and the idea. So that's my favorite part. Well, I don't want to bash the regular type of pageants at the same time. But I can understand. I do work and I interact with younger girls too. And they're telling me, oh, I would never have expected you to be part of a pageant, like running for Miss Hawaii and whatnot. And I'm like, especially because they know my background from high school, being that, gothic punker girl. So they'd be like, wow, you made a big change. But, at the same time, I feel like being part of this Miss Vamp pageant, it's like you don't really fit into this mold that, society sees as beautiful with being skinny and tall and, just that whole supermodel runway stuff. And I know it's intimidating to be on a stage, let alone, in front of a crowd and kind of like, showing what you can do and your confidence. But I feel like this Miss Vamp pageant kind of allows, a bit more room to be comfortable with yourself. Even though, other pageants will say, we want you to be comfortable with yourself. Yeah, you're still dieting and, worrying about, breaking out and, just your wardrobe and what you're gonna wear and trying to impress people. But I honestly felt that stress, with other pageants and like always constantly working out and exercising, but anyways, the Miss Vamp pageant, it just seems kind of cool because it's like, it doesn't seem like it counts much about that part of a pageant, but it's more like what they see about you inside and creatively. And I guess that's what kind of, seems really cool about this pageant. The most darkest time would probably be, I guess, my high school era. It just seemed like that awkward phase of growing up and then kind of like going under the pressure with my mom and, just trying to make everybody happy, but at the same time, I just couldn't find myself being happy at all. I tried and I did a lot of sports and extracurricular activities and participated in all these clubs and whatnot. And it's just like, I guess that awkward phase of growing up, and it just didn't seem like you could be happy, or I couldn't be happy, my sister on the opposite side. It was kind of funny in high school, they called us, they called me the gloom of doom, and she was like this cheery, preppy cheerleader, and everybody's like, you know, you guys are like complete opposites, but you look the same. And yeah, I guess that was the darkest time. Well, my mom is a big surfer person, so I mean, with her, we would, every weekend, we would wake up early, go to the beach, basically make camp there, and we wouldn't leave till after the sun goes down, like literally in the dark time. So we would be like out of the water after the sun goes down. So we'd be surfing all day. Well, first of all, I tell them it's fun. I mean, it's like being able to dress up, you know, and get into like this cool thing that, you know, not everybody would find interest in or like, you know, want to give a try, you know. I mean, I actually like to encourage people to try new things because, I mean, you don't know what you're going to get out of it. And there's always something to learn.
You know, I really enjoyed watching Easter Lily's footage. I remember speaking with Easter Lily one afternoon, and we had a really good discussion, and I really enjoyed that discussion. We talked about Hawaii, the different pageants that she was in, and I really did learn a lot from Easter Lily. And you know, ironically, she's a teacher, and she did teach me about pageants and how she was involved in pageants. She entered pageants, and she's very intelligent. She's a very intelligent girl, and we have something in common because I used to be a teacher myself some time ago, and it's interesting to be with children. I mean, you really do have to work with their energy. You know, I'm really looking forward to her talent, and I'm sure we're going to learn a lot from her as well when we watch the pageant on October 10th at the Hawaii Theater. So I hope you can all join us for this amazing evening of amazing women with incredible talent. Thank you, Easter Lily, for being a part of this pageant.
Easter Lily, I'm so happy that you've joined Miss Vamp Hawaii 2013 this year. You have a certain class and elegance that you bring to the pageant in our 4th year. And I too, once upon a time ago, did run in several pageants, and I understand you have, and it shows. I adore children. I love children, and I just admire the fact that you want to make an impact in the little lives. And I too don't believe there's such a thing as terrible twos. I think they're beautiful twos, threes, fours, and it's just children are the future. A dark face like you did. I'm a middle child, and I'm the rock and roll girl, and oftentimes I was compared a lot to my 2 siblings, my older sister and my younger sister, and I know what that feels like. You're kind of in a little tunnel for a while till you're trying to find who you are, even though you're not really fitting in the mold. But good luck to you this year. I'm really looking forward to seeing you on the stage, and thank you for joining Miss Vamp this year.